Political system. The country is a federal republic. There have been 7 democratically elected presidents after many years of political turmoil. The National Congress is made up of the Senate with 72 seats and the Chamber of Deputies with a total of 257 seats. These are 7 judges in the Supreme Court, but that number will be reduced to 5 over the next few years. The President picks the judges and the Senate must approve their appointments. Next is states' origins. Argentina is a federal country divided into 23 states and 1 autonomous city. These autonomous governments are divided into 2,218 autonomous municipalities. Next is the brief history of Argentina. The Spanish arrived in 1516 and ruled the country for 300 years. In 1806, a British force overpowered Spanish military in Buenos Aires and attacked the Malvinas Islands, also called as the Falkland Islands. Local residents recaptured the capital but never regained control on the islands. These events led to the loosening of Spain's grip on Argentina. In 1810, Napoleon's forces conquered all major Spanish cities in Spain, and the Argentine people were empowered to take the control of their country. They gained independence in 1816. In 1946, Juan Perón became president due to his popularity with the working class. His wife, Eva, known as Evita, formed a foundation and sorry, and gave out cash and benefits to the poor. When she died of cancer in 1952, the people were very sad. She was a symbol of hope to all the poor in Argentina. Juan Perón was forced out of office after he tried to increase his powers. Even after he left office, his followers continued to fight for political power. Next is after many violent years and near civil wars, Perón was re-elected as president and his wife Isabel became vice president. He died suddenly and Isabel became president and soon the country's economy fell apart. The military took control over the country in 1976 and a period of violence called the Dirty was ensued during which as many as 20,000 to 30,000 revolutionaries or sympathizers were killed. In 1982, the President of Argentina, General Leopoldo Galtieri, invaded the Falkland Islands off coast of the Atlantic Ocean, thinking the British would put up a fight. Galtieri miscalculated and British forces won an easy victory. After the defeat, the country moved towards democracy and civilian rule. Culture and traditions. Unlike Mexico and South America, countries such as Peru and Ecuador, Argentina has fewer native people and a large population which came from Europe. The population is comprised as much as 95% of people of European descent, mostly from Italy, Spain, and Germany. Much of the native population died from disease brought by the Europeans. Nearly half of the population lives in the area of Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires has been called the Paris of South America because of the European influences. The people were well educated in Argentina. 97% of the population can read. And right, soccer is the favorite sport in Argentina. Gauchos, like American cowboys, have been a symbol of the open plains of Pampas region. Gastronomy. Here we have empanadas. Empanadas are crust-shaped savory pastries made of dough and filled with um, variety of ingredients. Empanada filling varies greatly and can include anything from beef, chicken, pork, tuna, shellfish, cheese, and um, vegetables seasoned vibrantly, then baked or fried into perfection. We also used to eat this here in Philippines. Yerba mate in Argentina made of cocido or boiled meat. In Brazil, cham mate is made with a tea bag or leaves and drunk from a cup or a mug with or without sugar and milk. Mate is a way to bring people together. Next is popular tourist attractions. We have here this natural attraction, which is Parque Nacional Nahuel Huapi. It is the oldest park in Argentina and the largest park within an adjoining system of more than 10 other parks. Next is the Salinas Grandes in Jujuy. Salinas Grandes is the third largest salt flat in the world and second highest in elevation. Next is um, Bañado La Estrella Formosa. It is the third largest wetland in the Americas and a wildlife sanctuary for countries. Animals such as herons, anteateras, alligators, manwolves, and curiyos, a variety of anaconda as well. Next is Rio Mina Clavero, Cordoba. Mina Clavero is a small but wildly popular tourist town located in Tras la Sierra Valley, a region of Cordoba, Argentina. Next is Selva Misionera, Misiones. In the northeast corner of the province of Misiones, Argentina thrives as sprawling subtropical jungle named Selva Misionera. Next is the tourist man-made attractions. In first is the Buenos Aires obelisk. It is to commemorate the fourth centenary of the foundation of Buenos Aires in 1563 by Pedro de Mendoza. The monument is one of the most famous landmarks in Argentina. Next is Floras Generica, a city landmark in Buenos Aires. Since 2002, the Floralis Generica is a giant silver flower designed by Argentine architecture Eduardo Catalano. Recoleta Cemetery, um, the third, is, which sometimes referred to as the world's best cemetery. Recoleta Cemetery in Buenos Aires is a landmark not to be mixed. The graves here are not underground, but in grand and ornate mausoleums above ground, making for an interesting site to explore. Next is Caminito, which is located in La Boca neighborhood. Caminito is Buenos Aires' most colorful and most photographed area. And lastly is Ushuaia, established as penal colony in the early 20th century and now a popular jumping off point for trips to Antarctica or around Cape Horn. Ushuaia claims the title of the world's most southernmost city.